Hello, and thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to deal with sorting data in Excel. So first thing I want to do is just get us a little familiar with the data and where our sorting functions are. So we want to go up to our ribbon, we want to go to the Data tab, and we want to go to the Sort and Filter group. Now to give you an idea of what we're going to be working with, here's our data table right here. We have Boolean, which is just going to have two different data types. It's either going to be on or off. And then here we have some letters that we can sort alphabetically and some numbers we can sort numerically. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to select the data that we want to sort. Okay, so now that we have our data selected, we're going to go up here, and I wanted to show you these first two buttons right here. This is sort from lowest to highest and sort from highest to lowest. Now the thing to remember when we use either of these buttons is that it is only going to sort the leftmost column of a selection. So here we have a selection of data highlighted in blue, and if I click either one of these, it will only sort this leftmost column. Here we only have two data types. The other data will follow with it, but it will only organize this leftmost column. So watch. Here we have on, off, on, off, on, off. I'm going to sort it. All the offs are now on top, and all the ons are now on bottom. But if you notice, like if we were to take just the offs, notice how they are not organized. They're not ordered numerically or alphabetically. Same thing with the ons. So whenever we select all of our data, and we'll go the other way now, we'll go from highest to lowest. It's only going to sort using the leftmost column whenever we use either of these little buttons right here. Okay. Okay, now a common mistake that happens is someone sees their data set and they go to sort all of it alphabetically, but they only choose this single column right here. So watch what happens whenever we go to sort that. Excel recognizes that we have data on either side of that column, and it wants to know whenever it sorts this, does it want to just ignore these two columns, or does it want to sort those along with it to keep the rows continuous? All right, in this case, I'm going to say yes, expand the selection. Now notice how all the rows have changed. Let's go ahead and undo, or we can push Control Z. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to select this. Now pay attention to either column on either the left or the right of the letters. When I do this, it brings up the warning. But this time I'm going to say just continue only with the current selection. These two columns won't change. We hit sort. Our letters are in alphabetical order, but nothing else has changed. Control Z. We undo it. There we go. So now we want to go ahead and see how we have our data over here. It's sorted. We want to go ahead and sort like all of the ons alphabetically. In order to do that, we need to use this button right here. I'm going to refer to it as a sort manager. But before we do that, I'm going to switch over to a different data set. Okay, so here's our other data set, and we have 5 categories. We have gender, which is going to be male or female. We have a salary that ranges from 20 to 100. We have an age group that consists of 3 different categories, and then we have a region that consists of 5 different regions. And then we have a record, which is just going to be a number. So we want to sort this data. So for instance, let's say I want to separate all the men and all the women, all the males from all the females. And then what I want to do is I want to take all the females and I want to sort them by their age group. Same thing with the males. I want to subsort them by their age groups. And then I want to take even that data set and I want to break those down into all the females of a certain age group, and I want to see which ones are in a certain region. And then I want to go ahead and list their salaries in descending order. So that's what we're going to do with this. The way we do that is we're going to first select all of the data that we want sorted. We're going to go to our sort button up here. Pulls up our sort manager or a sort dialog box. I've already done some work here. We'll just get rid of that. Okay, I'm going to add the first level. And if we notice whenever it asks for the drawdown, it wants to sort by column, but we have headers here. So I'm going to go ahead and click My Data Has Headers. So if you notice, whenever I check My Data Has Headers, this top row right here actually becomes our sort by. It actually becomes our titles for the different categories that we can sort by. So say we're going to go gender. I want to take the gender and I want to sort those by adding another level. That means it's going to sort once it's sorted all the data set by gender, then it's going to take each gender and it's going to sort it by, in this case, age group. We're going to add another level. Now, once we have all the genders and the age groups sorted the way we want to, it's going to go ahead and sort by our region. and we're going to add a final level, and we're going to add salary, and we're going to go here. There we go. Now, notice over here, it has the order. In this case, from lowest to highest, lowest to highest. Now, remember I said I want to do salaries in descending order, so I'm going to go from largest to smallest. There we go. I'm going to tell it OK. And now look at our data. Our data is separated. We have females all together, and we have males all together. Then we have all of our females and adults, our age groups, and it's also separated them by regions, and it's gone ahead and done their salaries in descending order. So if we notice, we have, like this particular data set, we have all of our females together, seniors, all of the same region, and their data is listed, their salaries are listed in descending order. Okay? So whenever you have a lot of data in a table or a data set and you want to kind of organize it by several different criteria, sort it, then subsort it, like sort each data item, that's how we go about doing that. We go up here to the sort manager. You have to actually have cells selected before you can click the sort manager. So far everything we've been dealing with is vertical columns, vertical data sets. So now what we want to do is we want to switch over to doing something horizontal. Okay, so now I have the same data, only it's presented to us horizontally. Our categories are listed horizontally. And we want to do the same thing. We want to sort these by gender, age group, region, and salary. So what I'm going to do is I'm only going to select the actual data I want sorted. There we go. I'm going to go here, data, and we're going to go to sort. And now we're going to go ahead and get rid of those rows. All right. I'm going to go here to the options. And the nice thing is it's already selected the choice for me. It's sorted left to right. That's not always going to be the case. So you're going to have to keep an eye out for that. We're going to tell it OK. And the difference is where before I could actually check headers. Whenever we sort left to right, we don't have that option. So whatever's selected will be sorted. So if I were to include this B column right here with our category list, it would also be sorted. It'd be considered data that needs to be thrown into the mix. So in this case, what I have to sort by is rows. So I have to kind of keep an eye on which row am I sorting by. So we're going to start with gender, which is going to be row 2. I'm going to add another level because we want to subsort that. We're going to go by age group, and that's going to be row 4. Again, we're going to go to region, and that's going to be row 5. And then we're going to go to salaries, which is going to be row 3. And that is the one that we want to go from largest to smallest. We'll do the same thing. We'll tell it OK. OK. And then there we go. So it's gone ahead and sorted our data just like we did with the vertical columns, only we've done it from left to right. So hopefully now you have a better understanding of how sorting works in Excel, how the sorting options under the Data tab work, and how to use them. You also get an idea that data can be sorted vertically and horizontally, and that whenever we only use these little buttons right here, it's only going to sort our leftmost column and nothing else. If you found this video useful, then please click like and share with others. Thank you.